Labels. The easiest control to use is a label. A label is an object of type label and it contains a string which is displayed. Labels are passive control that do not support any interaction with the user. Label defines the following constructors. Label throws headless exception. Label string str throws headless exception. Label string str int how throws headless exception. The first version creates a blank label. The second version creates a label that contains the string specified by the str. This string is left justified. The third version creates a label that contains the string specified by str using the alignment specified by how. The value of how must be one of these three constants: label left, label right, or label center. You can set or change the text in a label by using the setText method. You can obtain the current label by calling getText method. These methods are shown here. Void setText, string str, string getText. For setText, str specifies the new label. For getText, the current label is returned. You can set the alignment of the string within the label by calling setAlignment method. To obtain the current alignment, call getAlignment method. The methods are as follows. Void setAlignment int how, int getAlignment method. Here how must be one of the alignment constants shown earlier. The following example creates three labels and adds them to an applet window. Here is the window created by the label demo applet. Notice that the labels are organized in the window by the default layout manager. Later you will see how to control more precisely the placement of the labels. Using buttons. Perhaps the most widely used control is the push button. A push button is a component that contains a label that generates an event when it is pressed. Push buttons are objects of type button. Button defines these two constructors. Button throws headless exception. Button string str throws headless exception. The first version creates an empty button. The second creates a button that contains str as a label. After a button has been created, you can set its label by calling setLabel method. You can retrieve its label by calling getLabel method. These methods are as follows. Void setLabel string str string getLabel method. Here str becomes the new label for the button. Handling buttons. Each time a button is pressed, an action event is generated. This is sent to any listeners that previously registered an interest in receiving action event notifications from that component. Each listener implements the action listener interface. That interface defines the action performed method, which is called when an event occurs. An action event object is supplied as the argument to this method. It contains both a reference to the button that generated the event and a reference to the action command string associated with the button. By default, the action command string is the label of the button. Usually, when either the button reference or the action command string can be used to identify the button. You will soon see examples of each approach. Here is an example that creates three buttons labeled yes, no, and undecided. Each time one is pressed, a simple message is displayed that reports which button has been pressed. In this version, the action command of the button, which by default is its label, is used to determine which button has been pressed. The label is obtained by calling the getAction command method to the action event object passed to action performed method. Sample output from the button demo program is shown in figure. As mentioned, in addition to comparing buttons, action command string, you can also determine which button has been pressed by comparing the object obtained from the getSource method to the button object that you added to the window. To do this, you must keep a list of the object when any added. The following applet shows the approach. In this version, the program stores each button reference in an array when the buttons are added to the applet window. Recall that the add method returns a reference to the button when it is added. Inside action performed method, this array is then used to determine which button has been pressed. For sample programs, it is usually easier to recognize buttons by their labels. However, in situations in which you will be changing the label inside a button during the execution of your program or using buttons that you have the same label, it may be easier to determine which button has been pushed by using its object reference. It is also possible to set the action command string associated with the button to something other than its label by calling setAction command. This method changes the action command string but does not affect the string used to label the button. Thus, setting the action command enables the action command and the label of a button to differ. Applying checkboxes. A checkbox is a control that is used to turn an option on or off. It consists of small box that can either contain a check mark or not. There is a label associated with each checkbox that describes what option the box represents. You change the state of a checkbox by clicking on it. Checkboxes can be used individually as a part of a group. Checkboxes are objects of the checkbox class. Checkbox supports these constructors: checkbox throws headless exception, checkbox string str throws headless exception, checkbox string str boolean on throws headless exception, checkbox string str boolean on, checkbox group cb group throws headless exception, checkbox string str checkbox group cb group boolean on throws headless exception. The first form creates a checkbox whose label is initially blank. The state of the checkbox is unchecked. The second form creates a checkbox whose label is specified by str. The state of the checkbox is unchecked. The third form allows you to set the initial state of the checkbox. If on is true, the checkbox is initially checked, otherwise it is cleared. The fourth and fifth forms creates a checkbox whose label is specified by str and whose group is specified by cb group. If this checkbox is not part of a group, then cb group must be null. Checkbox groups are described in the next section. The value of on determines the initial state of the checkbox. To retrieve the current state of a checkbox, call getState method. To set its state, call setState method. You can obtain the current label associated with a checkbox by calling getLabel method. To set the label, call setLabel method. These methods are as follows: boolean getState method, void setState boolean on, string getLabel method, void setLabel string str. Here, if on is true, the box is checked. If it is false, the box is cleared. The string passed in str becomes the new label associated with the invoking other checkbox. Handling checkboxes. Each time a checkbox is selected or deselected, an item event is generated. This is sent to any listener that previously registered an interest in receiving item event notification from that component. Each listener implements the item listener interface. That interface defines the item state changed method. An item event object is supplied as the argument to this method. It contains information about the event, for example, whether it was a selection or deselection. The following program creates 4 checkboxes. The initial state of the first checkbox is checked. The status of each checkbox is displayed. Each time you change the state of a checkbox, the status display is updated. Checkbox group. It is possible to create a set of mutually exclusive checkboxes in which one and only one checkbox is group can be checked at any one time. These checkboxes are often called radio buttons because they act like the station selector on a car radio. Only one station can be selected at any one time. To create a set of mutually exclusive checkboxes, you must first define the group to which they will belong, or they specify that group when you construct the checkboxes. Checkbox groups are objects of type checkbox group. Only the default constructor is defined, which creates an empty group. You can determine which checkbox in a group is currently selected by calling getSelectedCheckbox method. You can set a checkbox by calling setSelectedCheckbox method. These methods are as shown: checkbox getSelectedCheckbox, void setSelectedCheckbox, checkbox which. Here which is the checkbox that you want to be selected. The previously selected checkbox will be turned off. Here is a program that uses checkboxes that are part of a group. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this video helpful and want more videos like this, then please let me know by click on like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.